Kevin Ding, Orange County Register, was at the game last night. He covers the Lakers. Let me start with the ankle injury. Kobe said it was as bad or the worst he's ever had. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, that was sort of his point, Dan, was to reference Jalen Rose sliding under him in the 2000 NBA Finals. So it was both intent and severity that he wanted to convey with his post-game comments.
What about status for Friday?
I really think it'd be hard for him to play tomorrow. I mean, it's swollen up. I mean, the one thing is he was able to put some pressure on it. He was able to limp out of the arena. You know, he had it taped up immediately after he wore the tape, even in his post-game shower. So he put some weight on it, but you know, it's easy for people to just assume, well, Kobe plays through everything, you know, and that's his mentality for sure. He's very single-minded about beating whatever timetable, you know, any medical professional gives him. That's his goal. But his other thing is that as long as it's not going to get worse, then he'll play. And so I think he needs a little time for the swelling at least to go down before he comes back on this one.
Let's look at the schedule. You got Indy, but then handicap this. Everything's must-win situation time for them. Can they afford to, go on a 2 or 3 game losing streak here?
Well, they got Sacramento at home on Sunday, and then they go at Phoenix on Monday, and then they actually have 3 days off before Washington comes to Staples Center. So the schedule is not, so bad that they couldn't win some of those games or even all of them after this Indiana game without Kobe. Pau Gasol's, set to come back next week from his foot injury. So they've been playing better, too. Dwight Howard's been playing way better, which has really been the key to everything for the Lakers.
Explain this to me, Kevin. I'm watching the game last night, and you got Kobe and you got Nash, who went, 14 for 47 combined. That everything that they were doing before, and now that was your offense against a team like the Hawks, that lineup they put out there, they should be ashamed that they didn't blow them out. They shouldn't have needed Kobe taking a fadeaway shot for a game winner. I was amazed that they played down to the Hawks level.
Yeah, well, it was sort of a summation of the entire season was that they thought it would be easy and it wasn't, and they tried to pull it out late. At the beginning, Kobe was going half speed himself, trying to save energy, not playing much defense. And Dwight Howard wasn't, as focused as he has been in recent games. I mean, he got his second foul 4 minutes into the game and had to sit down. And so the Lakers can't stop anybody without Dwight in the paint. And so the Hawks just kept scoring and scoring. The Lakers, finally got a surge in the third quarter where Kobe turned it on and had, the whole Phillips Arena cheering for him, which, happens a lot on the road. But, he's expended so much energy this season trying to save the Lakers and bail them out. And days when Dwight isn't playing hard or doesn't feel good, and it's hard to imagine that he's going to have that much left in the tank for the playoffs. That's the Lakers' real concern.
Yeah, I'm just amazed that they had this role. You're incorporating Dwight Howard. He seemed like he was now comfortable. He was in a good mood. They were winning. Everybody was happy. And then you have that game plan last night. Just it really surprised me. It really did.
Yeah, well, they do fall into that rut where they just dump the ball on Kobe, and in the fourth quarter was terrible. I mean, they didn't even run screen and roll with Kobe and Dwight, which has been their really productive game plan late in games, spreading the floor, and Dwight sets picks, and Kobe even gets to the rim sometimes because the floor is spread so well in D'Antoni's system. They were just running isolations where Kobe was just standing around dribbling. And it was the ugly basketball that the Lakers have played at times this season. And maybe if Kobe's out for a little while, Nash and Howard can get, some of their pick-and-roll mojo going again. Maybe Pau Gasol gets integrated a little bit more, and then Kobe gets some rest because he needs it.
You got Gasol back next week. That will be for, a home game against the Wizards, or what's the time frame?
Yeah, I mean, he might even come back, Sunday or Monday. He's not ruling that out, I don't think, because he's feeling fine. He's pain free pretty much. He's just working his way through basketball, activities now and doing some full on-court running. But really, I mean, if it was the playoffs, he'd be playing right now.
Kevin, safe travels. Thanks for joining us.
All right, take care, Dan.
All right, Kevin Ding, the Lakers beat writer for the Orange County Register.